Alright, so what if West Virginia and normal Virginia right here went to war? Alright, so the attacker is Virginia here. Realistically, it would be West Virginia, but I did colors wrong. But hey, what can I do? I don't care whatsoever. This is just for entertainment purposes, mostly. So yeah, let's get to it. Yes. Yeah, that's the right color. What about red? Do red? Yeah, right. Also right color. Alright, so firstly, Richmond is about right here. So they're going to try to get to that. So they definitely try. Oh, and look at that. West Virginia has made their first invasion, and they also make a tiny invasion into there. And they send their armies here to collect all of this. Yeah. Hi, Wednesday. Yeah, that's about good. Just thinking about a moment, alright? And they also take all of this. I'm definitely overestimating West Virginia here, but hey. Meanwhile, they also get this. I just had to throw that in there. I don't know why. They just do. Oh my gosh, Wednesday. Oh my god. Alright. So yeah. But don't worry. Virginia pushes the West Virginians back into their state and make like a really, that's not a really tiny invasion, but it's kind of, yeah, it's small. Alright, it's small. And they look barely any different. So, yeah. However, they do make that invasion. And then they take a really big chunk out of West Virginia. Yep. Yeah, you guys definitely like watching me just draw. If I edit this, you're lucky. I probably won't edit this, but we'll see. Ah, yes. Just drawing, bro. Just drawing, bro. And now, a quote-unquote airplane, well, a few hundred airplanes, I don't know how people are not suspicious, land here at the top of Virginia, start making a push, and so now they have to fight two fronts. What a horrible war, I guess. Normal Virginia pushes in here just a tiny bit, yeah. And eventually, West Virginia makes another big invasion into here. And eventually takes one of their most southern points. But focusing on the more important area, they try their best to push back in here. And honestly, it's looking bad for West Virginia. Virginia pushes in here, being a really big loss for West Virginia. Oh, by the way, if you're from the side that loses, the state that loses, I'm sorry, but just, yeah. And the Virginians from here start pushing in there, and more suddenly they start pushing in right there. And all of their army start flurrying their most northern stupid part that should be given to Pennsylvania or Ohio. They can't, West Virginia can't afford to re-liberate this area, I don't think. So they accept it, and they let all this land go to the fate of Virginia. And, oh my, they push in right here and right here. And Virginia, yeah, they take all that. Not important. Until West Virginia actually pushes back in right there and takes all of this and all of that. Wednesday, what are you doing? You're trying to catch a moth? Are you disabled or something? And in mainland, they take back all of that. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. But they remember, they have to go for Richmond, which is about right here. So they do. And they push in right there, heading towards the capital of Virginia. And eventually, they try to make a spearhead around. Good old stuff. So yeah. Oh, and they also push the Virginians back like a lot right here. And they invade right there. Oh my God, what is wrong with you, Wednesday? And they make a pretty big invasion right there. I mean, that invasion is probably comparable to an average-sized European country like Switzerland or something. I don't know. Something like that, right? And they push in here and also here. But the people really north are just living the time of their lives. They don't have to worry about anything. And they get really close. They're now, like, if I had to draw a road, it would go. That's like 5 minutes. And Virginia gathers up all of its army to take all of this. And they can only manage to get all of this, which, mind you, that is pretty good. But still. West Virginia takes advantage of this area, I guess. And they try to get to there. And then push up a little bit. And take all of that. Meanwhile, West Virginia gets pushed back a little bit right here. And like a really tiny bit right here. So yeah, it's not looking that good for them. But yeah. But meanwhile, European ships are trading to Virginia like boom, 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 boom. And oh yes. I was gonna make Ohio join the war, but they've had a hard enough time. I mean, they're already getting memed, so I think it's okay. Virginia also takes this and this. Yeah, they also take that. What are you doing, Stormy? And they also take that. Meanwhile, the Virginians right there that live there are really pushing in deep into West Virginia. So yeah, this is kind of bad for West Virginia. And I say kind of bad like it's actually kind of bad, even though it's very bad. But hey, I don't care. And honestly, it's not looking good for West Virginia. A few tens of airplanes land right here and make that part of Virginia. And they start pushing into the western part of Western Virginia. And now West Virginia has 3 fronts. One in the west, one in the north, and the main target. But luckily for West Virginia, they can take this chunk out of normal Virginia. And they make another very close spearhead across. And then creepily, as they approach, they get pushed back pretty far. I'd say about that. And they take back all of this as they start to make more monster invasions like West Virginia always does. They push into here. And in the north, a tiny little chunk out of West Virginia gets taken. But luckily, just right in time, Virginia I'm gonna keep Richmond like right here, actually, and they change it to this. I don't know what city that is. There's probably a city right there, so yeah. If there's not, then give it your own name in the comment section. I don't know. But West Virginia doesn't notice just yet. And they keep pushing in. Meanwhile, they try to push back the Virginians up here and partially have success. And by partially, I mean partially, all right? Partially. What am I even talking that? Oh my gosh, my English is horrible. Meanwhile, the Virginians, oh boy. Yeah, well, it's not looking good for West Virginia. And once you know it, West Virginia finally gets to right to the capital of Richmond. Well, or so they thought. Now let me just color all this in. Hopefully I edit this so you don't have to watch all of this drawing, I guess. What are they doing back there? Oh my gosh. And, wait. They finally find out. And they try and make a spearhead, which is partially, I would say very partially successful. Yeah. Keep saying partially for no reason. I don't know. But the rest of the U.S. Army, well, I'd say a quarter of half the U.S. Army. So that's like 50,000. No, I'd say like 20,000 troops, and then like 5,000 European troops come in. And they absolutely wreck all of this. It's absolute warfare. All right, man. Absolute warfare. And they also push in here. Stormy, shut up. And yeah, let me turn up my brightness. I guess that's way better. And they try to make a long spearhead, but that doesn't work out for them. But West Virginia can't afford any major invasions anymore. And that part of Virginia meets up with that part of Virginia. Meanwhile, they make a small invasion into West Virginia yet again. And a lot of the army for this specific area. And they managed to do it, leaving that area cornered, vulnerable, and it's absolutely wrecked. They make a small invasion into here. West Virginia takes that back, though. And right here. But Virginia, they push in right there and threaten to send nuclear bombs, as this part is being invaded. And they send a nuclear bomb right here and right here, meaning they give up these areas to Virginia. So now they have two big holes. It's not great for them. Virginia makes another invasion right here. And their last invasion before West Virginia surrenders is this. And just like that, the fall of West Virginia. Oh, by the way, if you were somehow wondering, Virginia took over all of that, basically. But now, yeah. Alright, have a great day, and, I don't know, have a great day, I guess.